Welcome to Advocate Today. I'm Aaron Dean. 200 LGBTQ plus and allied organizations are urging Target to stand up to anti-LGBTQ plus threats during Pride Month. Target removed or relocated Pride displays in many of its southern locations. This after some customers confronted store employees and others promised to boycott the retailer in a series of viral social media posts. Now, HRC, GLAAD, and others are calling on Target to bring back all Pride products and ensure the safety of staff. Target has not publicly responded to the statement. But Walmart says that it's not making any changes to the LGBTQ plus products in its stores during Pride Month. Walmart's chief merchandising officer confirms that they have not made any changes in their stores. That's mainly because Walmart has not seen the same criticism from its customers. Walmart says that it will continue to offer LGBTQ themed merchandise for Pride Month. Walmart also says it has not modified its security measures. A transgender woman incarcerated in Minnesota has won a fight to be housed in a women's facility. Christina Lusk has been housed in a men's prison after pleading guilty to a drug charge in 2019. Lusk also was denied gender-affirming medical care. Now she's getting both the medical care and being transferred to a women's prison. She has been undergoing hormone replacement therapy since 2008 and legally changed her name in 2018. The statement ensures that other transgender prisoners will receive affirmative medical care and suitable housing. Chasten Buttigieg, husband to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, is again stepping into the spotlight. He is on the cover of Advocate magazine's May-June Pride cover. He's talking about everything from being married to Pete to his public disputes with former Vice President Mike Pence and being a father. And he now has a new book out called I Have Something to Tell You, which focuses on his life before meeting Mayor Pete. I spoke with Chasten at a book signing event in Washington, D.C. about why he decided to go into education. You're a first-generation college student.
Yeah.
You're an educator, so education's important to you. When we talk about things like student loan debt relief and things like that, where do you stand on that?
Yeah, so the idea of college was presented to me in middle school and then in high school as the answer. If you're getting out of here, it's either on an athletic scholarship or you're going to college, you know? We didn't really talk about trades. We didn't talk about taking time off or studying abroad. I found study abroad, thank God, my senior year of high school, which sort of helped prepare me for college, but I really wasn't ready. Sometimes I joke that like now, as a 34-year-old in a couple days, like now I'm ready for college.
No, seriously, yes.
You know, like now I feel like I have the curiosity and I want all these questions answered and I'm ready to like dive into academia, but I didn't have that when I was 17 years old, you know, and as a first-generation college student, nobody was really holding my hand or guiding me through that experience. I didn't have mentors, and I took financial aid at face value. Everyone was telling me that in order to succeed, I needed a college degree. I didn't have the money to do it. I went to the appropriate office. They told me to sign on the dotted line, and I just kept pushing. But unfortunately, I had just come out of the closet. I ran away from home. At times, I was living in my car, sleeping on friends' couches, working full-time. I wasn't ready for college. I wasn't ready to study. But everyone kept telling me, if you really want to make it, you got to keep studying. And so I stumbled a lot, and I failed. And I had to switch schools, and I just wasn't ready. And I feel like we first have to have an honest conversation as a country about what we're pushing young people into. And not only should college be an option for people, I believe that, college should be free. I believe that community colleges should at least be free. I benefited so greatly from my experience at community college.
Same.
Yeah, some of the best teachers I had, but also people who were so much more patient with where I was at in life. And I know it's really hard because we have all of these vacancies in professions like education, like teaching, now a profession that's under attack by some of these loud voices on the right. In states like Florida, where the average teaching salary, I think a couple years ago, was $40,000. And you want these people to go into student debt in order to go into a profession that where they won't be paid as the professionals that they are, only to be attacked by the government and called some really egregious words, and accusations are tossed at teachers in this country, and you wonder why people stay. So I won't get on my soapbox too much, but we should make it easier And also we should reward people who are going into service, service careers, like healthcare and education, and also showing students that there's also another way. There are so many skilled trades in this country. Ask any homeowner, or parent, like how hard it is to get a plumber or someone to fix the electric outlet that's not working in the laundry room or whatever, and you'll understand the shortage of those professions.
Chasten also says that his experience on the campaign trail helped him learn and unlearn aspects of the LGBTQ plus community.
Something that I greatly benefited from on the presidential campaign and just in life as an advocate is the opportunity to sit down with people different from me and learn from them. So I'll give you an example. When we were on the presidential campaign, I didn't know any trans people, but I knew that it was right to sit down, not just the politically right thing to do, but just morally, because I believe in supporting everyone in my community. But I didn't have, the experience of having trans friends or being surrounded by trans people who could help me learn to be a better advocate. So I sought those opportunities out. And instead of jumping into a culture war or having opinions about the existence of other people in my community, I first wanted to learn and be given the opportunity to unlearn things. And there's so many people in this country who could benefit from the opportunity to learn and to unlearn. But they're rewarded right now by just piling on and jumping in, these culture wars and attacking such vulnerable people in our community who need our backs. Not just allies, not just straight allies, but even people in our own acronym who have maybe never had to stick up and defend a trans person before, or who don't even realize the importance of using their privilege and their platform to defend other people in our community who have stuck up for us. And so that, for me as an advocate, just as an ally, is so important, to be given the opportunity to fail, to get it right, to learn, to unlearn. And so many of these things are fraught with miscommunication and people just not really wanting to stick their head too far out of their shell. They want to be surrounded by all the things that make them comfortable. And so the idea for some people in this country that trans people exist openly and just want everything that everybody else has is so threatening to them. And I believe in building the bridge and helping them get there. But we can't do that alone. It's going to take a lot of people, even people in our own community, to recognize that they are needed in that fight too.
Being an advocate is hard work, but Chasten loves fun and games when he's not working.
I'm an extrovert, so for fun, I like going out or just having like board game nights, bottle of wine. But
Which board game?
And like honestly, any board. We have this like, you can buy it on Etsy where you like roll the dice and put the washers in the hold. I don't know what the name of it is,
But it's fun.
It's like this you just like pass it around the table and you can, drink your drink and have your conversations. We just got this game for my little nephew. It's called the Fuzzies, and I'm pretty sure it's made for kids, but you have to it's like Jenga but with little fuzzballs, and you have to move the fuzzball. I don't care what game it is. It's like super silly and mindless, and I just like being surrounded by my goofy friends, and that is what like fills my cup. My husband is like an introvert. He needs like a whiskey in a room of silence and a good book, and I like being surrounded by people who can like keep a joke going, and that's what like just puts the wind back in my sails.
Yeah. And so, of course, you were once a barista.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you had to describe your book as your favorite coffee shop drink, what would that be? Yeah, I do a little better.
Ooh. It's probably a dirty chai.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I feel like there's enough pep in there, but it's also warm and cozy. Like you got both there.
Well, check this out. If you want to meet Chasten in person, his book tour is making 6 stops, and those include places like Cleveland, Miami, Ridgefield, and even Memphis. Go to chastenwrites.com to register. The Advocate Channel, Equal Pride, and Out Magazine are joining forces with iHeartMedia and Procter & Gamble for one of the biggest, and I mean biggest, Pride celebrations online. The Advocate Channel is the official streaming partner for Can't Cancel Pride, and it's going into its 4th year. This year's host is JoJo Siwa. We're so excited to announce the full lineup of performers. We'll have Brandy Carlisle, Adam Lambert, Big Frida, Sierra, Billy Porter, Kesha, and so many more. You can watch Can't Cancel Pride right here on advocatechannel.com, on the app, and any one of our streaming channels. The Can't Cancel Pride event is June 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thanks for joining us for Advocate today. You can download the Advocate Channel app and you can like and subscribe to our YouTube page. I'm Aaron Dean, and I'll see you next time.